Patches, a city pigeon with a worn gray coat, perched on a grimy skyscraper ledge. He watched human life unfold below, cars honking, people rushing. He'd seen it all, or so he thought. A younger, more adventurous pigeon named Dash landed beside him. Ever wonder what's beyond these buildings, Patches? Dash cooed, his eyes gleaming with curiosity. Patches just sighed. More buildings, probably, and more crumbs. Undeterred, Dash fluffed his feathers, a spark of determination in his eye. Come on, Patches. You never know unless you try. Aren't you just a little bit curious? He chirped, glancing to the horizon where the sky blushed with the promise of sunset. Patches fluffed his feathers in irritation, but couldn't ignore the twinkle in Dash's eyes. Perhaps a small part of him did wonder what lay beyond the rows and rows of rooftops. With a huff, Patches stood up, spreading his wings wide. All right. My feathers were getting stiff anyway, Patches grumbled. Dash beamed with excitement and leaped off the ledge, Patches reluctantly following. Together, they flew over the urban jungle, the wind lifting them above towering apartment blocks and bustling streets. Dash pointed a wing towards a distant patch of green. Look, Patches, a park. They swooped down to discover a lush paradise of trees and shimmering ponds nestled within the sprawling city. Delighted laughter of children echoed, and carefree dogs wagged tails, unseen from their high city perches. Landing atop a majestic oak, Patches noticed the sunlight dancing across the grass, turning dainty flowers into a vibrant tapestry. It's not just buildings and crumbs, Patches admitted, a new sparkle in his eyes. Dash ruffled his feathers proudly. See, Patches? The city has little secrets, too. For the first time in a long while, Patches felt a flutter of excitement besides the usual flutter of wings. Friends on the breeze, exploring secret havens away from the gritty gray ledge. That evening, as they flew back, Patches felt light, lighter than he had in years. Beside the adventurous Dash, a new world had unfolded beyond the confines of concrete, while the familiar hum of the city comforted them like a distant melody. Thanks, Dash, Patches cooed softly. Anytime, Patches, Dash chirped back with a wink as they both settled on their ledge, watching the city's twinkling lights below with newfound wonder. Intrigued by Dash's relentless enthusiasm, Patches reluctantly joined him on a flight far beyond the city limits. What they found surprised Patches: endless green fields, sparkling rivers, and towering mountains he'd only ever seen in hazy distance. He swooped and soared, feeling a freedom he'd never known on a city ledge. As the sun set, painting the sky in fiery hues, Patches looked at Dash. It turns out, he cooed, a smile in his voice, the world is much bigger than a few crumbs.